welcome to another edition of Garage Pros. I'm Mark Nolan. We're talking bug guards here today, and it seems like they've been around forever. Remember the original ones that were just flat and stood straight up and vibrated whenever you got to a particular speed, probably knocked about 2 or 3 miles of the gallon off your mileage? Well, it seems like every couple, 3 years, a new iteration comes along and it just looks super awesome and gets a little bit better, whether it's in style or install. This is the latest and greatest from AVS. It's the Bugflector II. And it's a really neat piece, looks nice. Of course, it's very aerodynamic here, probably with this sort of smoked color here. It knocks down a little bit of the sun glare for you there too. And the great part is the install is pretty much 3 bolts and a little bit of double-sided tape here. You can see I've actually pulled a little bit away here. So at some point, whenever we ultimately get this up here, I'll be able to just push that up, get a little bit of attack, and then slowly pull that tape away. We've got well nuts here. Pretty simple the way this works. There are 3 holes. I've already installed one of them. And what happens is you take one of these well nuts right there. You got a bolt, little Phillips head that goes right in behind it. And what we'll do is we'll just snug it in place. But whenever you get in there ultimately and really crank down on it, that's going to mushroom the top of that well nut, bring it down in a little bit, and that's going to allow it to stick up into 3 factory holes that are already there. No drilling required with this. It is a great and fairly easy install. Again, that is with fingers crossed that I do say that. So we'll go ahead and put this other well nut on here. And we should be able to turn around and put this up here. Now, remember with this double-sided tape, we got a piece of metal that's been under this hood for quite some time. And you know it's going to have a little bit of dirt at the very least on it. And just on either side of these factory rubber bumpers is where we want to take our alcohol-infused swab here and clean up, so we'll be able to get some good adhesion there. Boy, that is dirty. Some good adhesion whenever we put that double-sided tape up there. That'll make life a little bit easier. All right. Got our tape pulls out here, got our well nuts on, got our Phillips screwdriver, so we'll turn around. Trying to line up these holes a little bit here. See how well we can do with this. Like most of the projects we do here on Garage Pros, I'm kind of working by myself. This might be a little easier if you had somebody working with you, but it can be done. And luckily, this AVS piece is actually built pretty well and installs pretty evenly. They've got the holes lined up really well. Yep, very nice. So we'll push that up. I'm going to grab my Phillips and just get right in the center part here and get that well nut to start expanding. So as you tighten down on these Phillips screws, it actually mushrooms up the back end of that well nut. So I've got the first one right in the center there. It's holding everything up. Nice. Working out good. I'll get this other one just inside the hole. There we go. I'll go around to all of these now. It's just drawing that nut right up inside there. And don't forget about our double-sided tape, which I've already taken part of. Pulled away. Very nice. That's going to cut down on any of the vibration, maybe a little sound you might get coming off of that at different speeds. That's going to allow that to hold on there really well. And again, boy, that is a pretty simple and easy install. Each one of these made specifically for an individual application. In this case, we're looking at a 2011 Silverado. Pull it down and get a look at it. Nice. Looks good. Now, another thing you got to remember is when you do get up to a pretty decent speed on some of these, what'll happen is, drop this down. Sometimes you might get a little bit of vibration or movement, or maybe somebody bumps into something like that. You don't want this bug deflector coming back and messing up your paint. So we've got these little bump guards here that are pretty easily set up too. All you got to do is just peel and stick those. But again, you probably got a lot of wax on here. We still have a little bit of alcohol left in here. On this one, that was well done. We have a number of helpers here. One of them just actually tossed one of these alcohol-infused wet naps toward me. I'm going to give you another chance to toss that up here. Nice job. Well crafted. We'll call him Mike. We won't give his real name. We'll go back across here, and we'll find a couple of different spots here where this could potentially come back and actually bump the hood. In this corner here, right down in this corner, on the edge, and on this edge over on the side here. It's pretty simple. Then what you'll do is you'll go around and you'll peel off each one of these bumpers, place it right there on the paint. It's simple enough. It's a great deal. AVS, the Bugflector II. Bugflector II, I'm sure the 3 will be fantastic, but this is the Bugflector II. It's a great piece, looks fantastic on our 2011 Silverado here. Check it out, click around. There are probably a couple of different versions, a number of versions, and again, for individual applications, as you'll see here throughout the website. Thanks again for joining us for Garage Pros. I'm Mark Nolan.